Alrighty, friends, for this activity, we will be doing a pumpkin rip art activity. So the items you will need to start with is, of course, a pumpkin printout. Everyone will have their own pumpkin on their desk, and we will do this activity together. So we will need our pumpkin printout that, like I said, will be on your desk. Then you will have a orange piece of paper that will be for your base of the pumpkin, so the circular part of your pumpkin. Then we will have two options. You can either use your brown paper for your stem, which I will be during our presentation when I show you how to do this. So it will be for your stem. And then you can also use green if you would like, but as I said, I will be using brown when I show you. Then you will need a glue stick to glue the tear art pieces onto your pumpkin, as well as a pair of scissors to cut out our pumpkin. So for our first step, friends, we will be cutting out our pumpkin. So I will do this right now. I will cut out our pumpkin. And friends, with our trash, we will put it to the side at the end of our activity. We will make sure to go around with our trash can and throw away all our scrap paper. We don't want to leave a mess in the classroom. So make sure when you cut, you are cutting either on the black line or right around it. It is up to you. We are just cutting around the pumpkin. We are not cutting in the pumpkin because we need to have that to glue our tear art onto the paper. So I'm almost done. Alrighty, so now we are completely done with our scissors. We are going to put them to the side. We will not be touching them. So this is what your pumpkin should look like when you are done. Now we are going to start with the orange paper. You are going to rip it into little pieces. They do not have to be perfect. For my friends that are struggling to rip our paper, I will have orange paper that is pre-ripped to the side, or this is the one time that I will allow you to use your scissors to cut little squares of the orange paper. So I'm just going to rip this. And the fun part about this activity is it does not need to be perfect, so you get to rip it however you want, because we will glue this down and there will possibly be some white still showing. So when we rip our paper, let's just make a small pile like I am doing to the side so it does not get all over. So now that I have my orange paper to the side, we will start gluing first so we don't mix up our paper. So we're going to do a little bit of glue at a time in a little section so the glue does not dry. So as you can see, I'm just putting a little bit of glue. There's some purple glue here. And then I will just stick my orange paper onto there. Remember, it does not have to be perfect because we are making a pumpkin, right? We're just gluing and tearing. It does not have to look perfect. So right now, everyone should be gluing their orange paper onto their pumpkin. So I got my first part done, and we just need to do the middle now, my friends. Alrighty, friends, now I just need to do my last side. And like I said, friends, don't forget, it does not have to be perfect. This is what makes it special. When we are done, we will put it up on our art wall. Make sure you do put a lot of glue down though, so we can make sure that our paper sticks down. And you may have extra orange paper when you are done. If you do, just leave it to the side for when we clean up. Alrighty, so your pumpkin now should look like this, since we have all our orange paper teared and put onto the paper. Now, since we are moving our orange paper out of the way, we will now take our brown paper. If you want to use your green, you can get your green paper, but like I said, I will be using my brown. And since the stem is small, I will only tear out a little piece, and I'm just going to rip it into a few smaller pieces to cover up. So I will put my extra paper to the side since I no longer need it. I'm just going to rip little pieces. Then once again, we will be gluing this part that we did not finish. That is called a stem. We will be gluing our stem down now. Make sure, like I said before, put a lot of glue onto the stem, and then just put the paper onto there. Once again, does not have to be perfect, just stick it onto there. And we will put more paper as well to cover in the blanks. Okay, my friends, so here is our pumpkin. If you would like to leave it like this, then you are now done. If not, as you can see, there's a little bit of extra paper sticking out. So you can take your scissors and just cut that extra paper off, so then it keeps its circle shape. Just like that, you have made your Rip Art pumpkin activity. Don't forget to leave down below if you have any questions or anything you think that I should change in this activity, or what you liked as well. Thank you for watching and participating in the pumpkin activity.